I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside a ghost and hop up in a fan on. I know I'm about to blow.
Hey, what's up, Coach?
Okay, you're gonna run with the starters tonight. We want to give you a look with the first unit, see how it goes.
That's what's up, Coach.
You earned it, Che. Right, but you gotta perform if you want it to stick.
Hey, not an issue.
You seem pretty confident.
Is that a bad thing?
No, just make sure that your work ethic matches your confidence.
Hey, man, you know I live in the gym. I got this.
All right, there's lots of guys in China and Europe who thought they made it before they did.
You know you just said the same thing 3 different ways.
So you get my point.
Yeah, understood, Coach.
All right, that's it.
All right.
Hey, good luck out there, kid.
Hey, thanks, Sarge. I appreciate you.
Hey, Che.
What's
I
up?
need you with the rest of the starters. We're gonna take a pic for social.
A picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, let's go. All right, gentlemen, let's huddle up here for photo. Get all in there. All right, group up a little bit more. Okay, why don't you guys take a big step back? That look good? Okay. All right, thanks everyone. Thank you so much. It's gonna turn out fun.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
And a highly touted rookie, Axel Walden. He played in Europe as a teenager and just came over to the U.S. He says he owes a lot of his game to Nick Batum, a fellow countryman and Axel's mentor. Guys?
Thanks, David. I'm sure that had an impact on Axel's transition to the NBA.
Well, entering the league at least somewhat prepared is a huge advantage. You're just a little more comfortable, a little more confident.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The tandem at the 1 and the 2, Teague and Culver. Zhang is out there with Vonleh. And it's Walden in at the 3. And for the Lakers, Green and LeBron at the 2 and the 3. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. And it's Green in at the point. And a big summer for the Lakers, trading for Anthony Davis for a time. Greg, it even looked like they had a great shot at landing Kawhi Leonard.
He ends up choosing the Clippers, which gives rise to a compelling rivalry. The nexus of NBA basketball has shifted to the city of angels. Whichever team you root for, LA fans with a lot to celebrate. And guys, in case you didn't know, Axel Walden and Che were actually roommates in the summer leading up to the draft. Now they're both in the league and get to square off as competitors.
They are indeed, and you know, Greg, there has to be a little extra motivation for both of them here tonight. They're still good friends, but nothing feels better. Hitting a shot right in the face of a friend, right? Here's Green, following the score by Jarrett Culver. And Davis throws it down.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And he just punishes the D for falling asleep at the wheel.
A little disorganized that time, and the result, 2 points in the loudest way possible.
Yeah, sometimes aggression can overcome certain offensive limitations. You saw it right there.
So it's the Lakers now, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Basket good. Here's Culver. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Over Green. Culver's shot is off. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And there's Green on the assist by James. Green's got 5 now.
Well, you can see the talent that Che has even when he gets on the floor with limited minutes. His game is very polished from his years in college.
GA, you can see the improvement game to game, I think. Wouldn't be surprised to see his role grow over the course of the season. Kuzma can't get it to go. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. T kicks to Culver. They double him with Green. Culver passes to Jang. About this time of the year, we hear early talk about end-of-the-season awards. When you're thinking about who you'd vote for MVP or whatever, Doris, when do you start giving consideration to those topics?
You know what's fascinating, Kevin, is where all the major awards are considered, particularly the MVP, it feels like there's a narrative that develops back when the season starts. The key as a voter, I think, is to sort of eliminate the noise, look at the numbers, consider the success of teams, and make your decision from there. You've got to make sure you're really doing your research.
And sometimes, am I right, it comes down to the final couple days of the regular season before a voter like yourself knows for sure.
Kev, I have cast my MVP ballot on the last possible day in each of the last 3 years.
Wow. From deep, Green hits it from three-point range. He's got 10.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Davis with the double team. Jang finds Teague. Just 5 to shoot. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Count it.
Well, Jeff Teague knows how to get by and find teammates. That's pretty right there.
It's stolen by Teague. Now here's Culver, the fast break chance. He's looking for Teague and finds him. Great D that time from Davis.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
The drive by Green, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Green's got 12 in the game. Well, you knew it was a matter of time before this team made the adjustment. Shea now officially a starter for them going forward.
And being a starter wasn't handed to Shea. And the fact that he had to fight his way up the pecking order of the roster should make this mean all that much more to him. Easy call to move him into the starting lineup with how he's played.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. Timberwolves also changing it up. Jordan Bell comes in for Vonleh, and Andrew Wiggins is subbed in for Culver. Kicks it out to Wiggins. Just 4 to shoot. 1 up, 1 down, 2 points with his first shot this game.
Well, this is the first full year now for Ryan Saunders. Let's remember he was hired by Minnesota full-time after an interim stint last season. And boy, did the players love playing for him.
Now here's LeBron. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Back to Green. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. 14 points for the General. And as we know, Doris, Ryan Saunders, the son of the late, great Minnesota legend, Flip Saunders.
Well, certainly the family has history with the organization, but in no way did Ryan Saunders get the job due to name only. This guy proved he can get wins from this Minnesota roster last year. For Saunders, he's known as a player development guy, and the ability to handle superstars is part and parcel to the job.
And this organization sees a lot of potential in Axel Walden. They think, Greg, he could be a big part of their future.
But you love the potential he has. A lengthy forward who moves so well. And this team is hoping that he can make the most of his frame and be a star for them.
Green draws the double. Here's Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
No doubt, Greg. On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's T. After the basket by Los Angeles. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
What an amazing drive to the cup. Teague seizing the lane to the basket. Boy, defense has simply got to be better than that.
And stolen by Jeff Teague. Walden with it over LeBron, and it's Walden missing. And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. And you know, Greg, that's the type of confidence you got to have.
The words of a leader. James has proven time and time again that he's dangerous in late game situations.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they've built this early lead.
Yeah, the defense hasn't been there. They are getting hammered on second chance opportunities.
We've got DeMarcus Cousins, Caldwell Pope out there with Howard, and it's Green, and it's Bradley in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter.
You know, one dilemma that jumps out at me with the Timberwolves, over the years, they have been an excellent offensive rebounding team. It's the other end, the defensive backboards, where they have had some problems.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road.
Team swap here for the Lakers. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gorgui Dieng's checked in for Vonleh. Walden comes in for Jordan Bell. Andrew Wiggins checked in for Jake Layman. And it's Teague in for Culver. Free throw drops for Walden.
You think about the Timberwolves, the one thing that seems elusive for this organization has been consistency. They have had the talent. They've had good coaching. The problem is they haven't yet put those two areas together.
Now here's Green. 19 points in the game. Here's Davis, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And the Wolves, Doris, one of only 11 franchises to have never won a championship. In fact, they've made the Western Conference Finals only once.
I think one of their challenges, at least in this latest run, has been they're competing with a very young core. And certainly you have added veterans to the group. The problem is the core guys have to understand how to step up when it's winning time. What we understand is playoff performance is most important.
58 seconds left in the second quarter. Back to Teague. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. And it's 6 points for Jeff Teague.
I'll tell you, how about a high percentage opportunity from Jeff Teague? As a scorer, you love to get those easy ones.
Green kicks to LeBron. And here is Green. He had 25 points last game.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Wiggins, and Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Now here's Teague. 14 points from him the last game against Oklahoma City. Davis with some nice D.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
On the wing, Green. Teague covering. And good, the three-point shot, good from Green. Green's got 22. With 1 on the clock, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Los Angeles with a 10-point lead.
Thanks very much, Che. Everything falling for you in that first half. How were you able to be so efficient?
Well, tonight I made a promise to myself that I wouldn't settle for anything. No easy way out. None. Just attack, attack, attack. Every trip down the court. And I'm pretty much been able to get where I want to go and finish with a bang.
They have not been able to stop you, and so far, so good. Back to you, Kevin.
Go. And you know the General has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for Minnesota, the tandem at the 1 and the 2, Teague and Culver. Vonleh is out there with Gorgui Dieng, and it's Walden in at the small forward. You hear this a lot, Doris. The great offense always beats great defense. Think that's true?
I do, Kevin. I think obviously a defender is usually in reactionary mode. It's the rare defender who is dictating to the offensive player what they want to happen. So imagine trying to impact LeBron James as he's playing in the open floor with a head of steam. Like, good luck with that.
And both free throws good for Green. Well, a look here at Axel Walden, kid they call AW. A lot to like about his game, Greg.
Well, the Wolves took him with the 11th overall, and I was surprised he didn't go higher. It is rare to find a player with the upside that Walden has, and if he pans out, it could be a huge boon for Minnesota.
Well, he's such a good athlete for a center. It's how he's able to succeed despite being one of the smallest fives in the NBA.
Culver kicks to Vonleh. On the wing, AW. 6 on the shot clock. 18 feet out. Kuzma pulls it in.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Kept alive. Here's Davis. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Minnesota gets called for the foul. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And the first one drops. Well, it was speculated all of last season and shortly after the finals ended that Anthony Davis had his wish fulfilled by getting traded to the Lakers.
And Davis and LeBron make as scary a duo as you can think of in the NBA. Missed out on some of the other marquee free agents, but AD will get a plethora of looks playing alongside LeBron.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Vonleh. Kuzma brings the double team. And the pass to Jang. Just 5 on the clock. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Hands it from downtown. Green's got 27.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Pass to Teague. Now Jang. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Kuzma passes to Green. He kicks it to James. Teague against Green. But they recover it. And it's Davis missing.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Some changes here for the Lakers. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Murray. And it's Green in for Rajon Rondo. The Timberwolves also with a sub. Robert Covington's checked in for Gorgui Dieng. Now here's Green. 27 points for him. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
They get a hand on it. Green against Wiggins. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Los Angeles leading by 11. Green draws the double. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Still a ways to go between now and the three-point contest, but it's always fun to talk about it. Let's see who has the best shot to earn a spot in this year's event.
And maybe this list changes between now and All-Star Weekend, but I don't think anybody would be disappointed if it stays exactly the same as it is right now.
You look at Green. He's got a place in the three-point contest within his reach. I hope he makes it because I know how much this would mean to him to be a part of the event.
I mean, that's a good call, Kevin. He's the type of player that can really deliver on a stage like that. He'll be very dangerous if he ultimately gets in.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, and I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
At this point for Dwight Howard in his career, it's about being efficient. I mean, we know he can grab rebounds, play defense. He's just got to stay aggressive and efficient on the offensive end.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. JaVale McGee comes in for DeMarcus Cousins, and Kyle Kuzma is subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope.
Boy, Robert Covington catching fire and doing work.
Green draws the double. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Green's got 11 points here in just the second half.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Here's Culver. Buries it down low.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Green finds Howard. Back to Green. Beyond the arc. They get it back. And it's Howard finishing it off.
If you had a question as to how Dwight Howard is up there amongst the all-time leaders in offensive rebounds, that's an example why.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14.
In a position to score. That's pretty.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Anthony Davis, and there's JaVale McGee. And it's Green, and it's Green in at the point. That's the Laker 5. Teague against Green with the shot. Teague can't hit.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
And stolen by Wiggins. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop.
Ooh.
Oh, my God.
That's how you attack. Wow.
How'd he do that? When Wiggins plays that kind of defense, he can create all kinds of havoc. He's got the speed to get out and be a one-man fast break.
From deep, Green. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
And passes like this brings teams closer together. AW is solid at just knowing when to deliver. And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Wiggins with the bounce pass. That's tipped. The dish now to Walden. Shoots over Kuzma. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Much the game has changed for players like Draymond Green, who was so integral to the success of the Golden State Warriors. Here was a young guy who was considered at one point coming out of college for the power forward and center spot, too small to play the position. But as the NBA has downsized, as it's gotten smaller and faster, Draymond Green can be as important as any other player on a roster.
4 on the shot clock. Here's Green trying to get open as Kuzma. Green, no luck. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They trail by 14. And that one drops.
A dribble move gets a little separation, and that's all Wiggins needs. That's pretty.
Green kicks to Davis. There's the 3. Green, no luck.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Pass to Walden. Kuzma brings the double team. Here's Teague. That one, no good. And the Lakers take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That sets off a 5-game tour for them. And here's Green outside. They get it again. And it's Davis with the jam.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
Greg, you have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Now, here's Vonleh. Kicks it to Wiggins. Fires the three. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, that's his second three of the game. One in the first half, one here.
Here's Green, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, easy call.
Doris, you and I are faced with this a lot, voting for the MVP. Great stats versus winning. Where do you stand on that when you vote for the league MVP?
Well, winning could be the definitive line if I have two candidates who are close. For instance, for me, this last MVP came down to James Harden and Giannis Antetokounmpo, and I took it to the last possible moment. And I could have gone in either direction and been comfortable. Ultimately, I went with Giannis, and the deciding factor came down to he led his team to the best record in the league. It was a difficult vote, but ultimately it's one category which helps tilt me in one direction or another.
And I did too, and what also helped me was just the improvement defensively they had made, and I know Antetokounmpo was a very big part of it.
No, it's a great point. He was a two-way force.
Here's Teague, and the lead is down inside single digits. Teague's got 9 points now in just the second half. Green taking his time here. And there it is for him. And the Lakers lead by 10.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
.137 left in the fourth. Inside, Zhang. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Now, this is, to me, where Zhang is really starting to improve, making moves inside that force the defender's hand.
2 shots. And Zhang drops them both.
You'd be hard-pressed to find an area where Zhang's growth has not been seen. No longer a guy you can send to the line.
Green draws the double. Here's Kuzma. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Greg, to me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down to 8. Again, the points coming from Andrew Wiggins. Green against Teague. From past the arc. The Lakers rebound.
Wow, just getting all the luck right now, it seems. Good bounce.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Lakers. Series 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for the General.
Efficient productivity. You love what this guy has given to you on the offensive end.
There's 53 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wiggins, and it's LeBron James with the rebound. On the wing, Green. Teague covering. Teague against Green. Three-pointer. Drills the three-pointer. Green's got 39.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession.
And this is like another case of Murphy's.
Here's Okogie. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And That'll wrap it up, folks. Doris Burke and David Aldridge and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
Hey, it's Shaq. You guys stomped that team, and I mean literally. It wasn't even close. When did you realize this game was yours to lose?
Hey, man, I think the key for us was to never get comfortable having the lead. Treat the game as it was dead heat all 4 quarters, you know what I'm saying? Because as soon as we let that gas pedal against a team like that, boom, your advantage is gone. So we didn't feel like we had the game until it was obvious, too late, you know what I'm saying, for them to come back.
Man, wow.
Nice work, Che. Keep it up.
Appreciate it, Coach.
Hey, good game, bro.
Appreciate it, solid.
Che, talk to me about your first start. How did it feel out there? It looked like you were pretty comfortable.
You know what? I was kind of nervous at first. I was mostly just trying not to mess up, to tell you the truth. But yeah, man, you know what? I just want to give a big thanks to Coach for trusting, you know, in me and giving me a chance to go out there and show everyone what I'm capable of. You know, everyone wants to, you know, they want that shot to prove that you belong. And when it comes, well, if it comes, you just try to make the best of it.
Che, do any moments from tonight really stand out to you? Something you'll remember years from now?
You know, it's funny. I remember real specifically that feeling of, you know, waiting for the tip and just the electricity in the crowd. I remember looking around at my teammates and seeing everyone locked in, ready for battle. It was great, man. I just hope I've, you know, done enough to earn my spot and make these guys believe in me and what I can bring to this team.
You guys are on fire. What's been the key to your success these past few games?
Ted, you know, I think it's just everyone being in sync, I guess. You know, coaches pushing all the right buttons. We're executing on both sides of the ball, treating every possession like it matters. When you're at this level of competition, whew, there's very little that separates the best teams from the worst. So attention to detail is very, you know, it's major in this league.
All right. You guys ready to get down to business? We got a new contract to hash out.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Absolutely. All right, let's do it. Pleasure doing business with you, Don.
Levi, the pleasure's all mine. Excited to stay in the Che business.